All right, here we are, Coach Eric Dannenberg here. We got day 2, week 1 of this phase 1 programming. So as we get started, all you'll need is dumbbells, option for a bench, option for sliders. We start with our power block. You already started with some sort of warm up, or you're just ready to start slow and then slowly pick up the pace. This dumbbell can also be a med ball, all right? So option here, we have 2 exercises in this power block to do a rotational throw if you have a wall and you can throw this against a wall, even better, or a rotational slam. So if you're a throwing sport, volleyball, baseball, I suggest a slam. If you're some type of change of direction, hockey, lacrosse, basketball, you're going to add this rotational movement. All right, let's start slow. The name of the game is that you coil. So I want your hands toward one side of your body and then finish away. So notice the emblem of my shirt faces towards the ground and then it faces towards the other wall. Let's go slow to fast. And then you're going to have 6 full speed reps with this rotational power movement. Let's switch sides. Slow, I squat, I'm low to high. So with me, low to high. And then let it rip for 6. So this should start to feel smooth because this is the same thing as getting in and out of a cut. It's the same thing as loading and exploding to hit a golf ball, tennis ball, baseball, you name it. Okay, here is our rest. Level 1, everyone's in a perfect plank. From here, you're just going to lift up, downward dog, a little bit of a calf stretch. Try and hide your ears next to your biceps. Let's go. Join me. Plank, not sagging. Keep those hips engaged. Hold. Lift the butt up. Downward dog. This is our rest in our power block. So we're going to go 3 times through this power block. Hold. Find the core. And we're going to hit 5 of these. Plank to down dog. So we're opening up the shoulders. We're going to have some push-ups, some overhead press. And we want to start to wake those arms up, trunk up. All right, here it is. You got med ball slams, you got rotational med ball throws. Otherwise, grab a dumbbell. Pretty light, maybe 10 to 25 pounds, because power involves moving, well, powerfully for speed. So low to high, low to high. Let it rip for 6. All right, go ahead, switch it up. Start low to high. Use those legs, push, pop that weight. I love this exercise of the med ball. There it is. Back to the ground, catch your breath, plank to down dog. Nice and slow and controlled. This should be your rest and recovery. If you are looking at your strength templates, it might say donkey kicks. A donkey kick is this. And that's just to get you to start to be able to do a handstand. Like so. So just have a little bit of fun as we open up our shoulders. That's your rep. Let's get back to the work. Try and make this feel good. If you can't load and explode, so coil and uncoil here with the weight, you're not going to be able to do it trying to time a pitch, hit a shot. So let's go. This is all about the basics with me. Low to high, 6 reps. This is where these foundational movements, you have to have this before you can start to add the complexity, switch sides of a skill, swinging and implement. That's your call out. If this is hard for you to do, you've got to be right here building your foundation with these movements. You got to have good quality form. Okay, we're going to skip your donkey kicks, your down dog. We're moving into our first strength block. Strength block is 3 exercises: push up, RDL, and a glute bridge. 3 sets. You have 6 to 8 reps, and this is where I say you have to focus on building the foundation. We're going to hold the hardest position for 3 seconds for 6 to 8 reps. Okay, so first one is a push-up. Maybe you'll add weight on your back, but let's all start together, body weight. And actually, this is what a good push-up looks like. So arms out in front. Go ahead, pull yourself down. So think about rowing. So you feel your upper back, and you should be able to fit a football right in this space here. And what I don't want you to do is I don't want you to hug the football too much, and I don't want you to drop it. So it's just right here. You have about a 45-degree angle with your arms. Terrible push-up form, bad push-up form. If your elbows are too tight, hold the football right there. Let's go ahead. We're going to hold that hardest position for 3 reps with me. Push-ups, everyone with me. Down and lower. Pull yourself down. Elbows at 45 degrees. We've held. Press up. Here we go. Pull yourself down. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Now, if you cannot hold, hands are up on the bench. Build your strength. Build it the right way by owning the hardest position. Here it is. Pull yourself down. Now your hand should be right about your nipple line, right where your heart rate monitor would be. Press up. We have 6 to 8 reps. Hold. As you pull yourself down, nipples should be right where those thumbs are, right in line. Let's get 1 to 2 more reps, whatever you can do, holding perfect form. Once again, as needed, you could always do the bench to hold, or you could do a knee push-up. Whatever it is, do it right, hold it for those 3 seconds. Let's move on to the RDL. So RDL, I'm going to do with weight this first time. I want everyone with me. Just bend your knees, take your hands, slide them down so they're touching your leg. And you're going as far as you can without losing your low back position. So I'd rather be a small range of motion, start to go a little bit bigger each time, but I don't care how far down you go. I care that you can maintain good posture, okay? So with me, take the air out of the knees. The rest of the motion comes from the hips. So I want you to karate chop the hips back with me, and then stand up. Karate chop, we hold for 3, 2, 1, push to stand up. Let's go ahead. Let's grab some weights now. If you're new, you're starting with pretty lightweight with this RDL. And hold 6 to 8 reps. So with me, go ahead. Slightly bend your knee, and then push the butt back. Hold that hard position for 3, 2, 1. Push to stand up. Down slow. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Push. There it is. If you need to press pause at any time, you can. Here it is. Slightly bend the knees. Butt back. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Push to get up. Slightly bend the knees. Butt back as we hold for 1, 2, 3. Keep working. We have 6 to 8 reps. Now, what I forgot to mention is we have 3 exercises. So one person can start with push-ups. One person can start with RDLs. One person can start with glute bridges. If there's not enough weights for everyone to go around with these RDLs. Okay, when you're ready, 6 to 8 reps on your own. We hold for 1, 2, 3. Stand up. That's an RDL. A little bit different than a squat, as that you target your glutes and hamstring, even your low back slightly. Bring it on down to the ground. We have a glute bridge. We're going to do this for 30 seconds. Okay, I want you first point your toes like a ballerina. Now cock them or lock them in what we call dorsiflexed. We're going to press up. We're going to hold this position 30 seconds with me. 3, 2, 1, begin. 30 seconds is on. Now here's your checkpoint. Punch your abs. They're just slightly engaged. What I don't want is that you are so arched that you feel this in your low back. So maybe squeeze those abs a little bit. Make sure you're feeling it in those glutes. This is a glute bridge. Lock it in. We got 10 seconds of rest. Hold this glute bridge. This is where our power comes from, those glutes. We will start to weight these, putting some weight on the hips, and relax. Okay, there's our 3 exercises. If you don't have enough equipment between your whole group of people, I want one person to start on RDLs, one person to start on push-ups, and then another person can start on glute bridges, or do a couple people at push-ups, a couple people at RDL stations, And let's go ahead. Let's all begin. 6 to 8 reps. This is our second round. If you're with me, it's push-ups. We all hold the hardest position together. Here it is. We go in 3, 2, 1. Pull yourself down. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Press up. Pull yourself down and hold for 1, 2, 3. Here it is. If you need to add more weight, go ahead and add more weight. Maybe add a little clap push-up if you got it in you as you lock it in and hold for 3. Hold. We got 6 to 8 reps. Make sure the elbows aren't flaring. Hold the hardest position. Let's find a struggle. Let's push through it. That's 7 for me. Keep that posture up. I love the push-ups, not just upper body, a lot of trunk and core work as well. Okay, we are back to those RDLs. Now here's your little tip for your RDL. The weight stay close, and notice the emblem on my shirt points to the ground. If I'm going to shoot a bullet out of my butt, it would hit the wall. If I'm doing a squat, bullet out of my butt hits the ground. We're not doing a squat. That was day 1. This is day 2. Hit the RDL. Let's hit those hips. Okay, go ahead. Grab your weight. Same thing, 6 to 8 reps. You're with me. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Slightly bend the knees. Push the hips back. Now weights are touching your legs as you hold for 1, 2, 3. Push and stand up. Push the hips back. Hold the hardest position for 1, 2, 3. That's 2 reps if you're with me. Down slow. Lock it in and hold for 1, 2, 3. Keep those abs slightly engaged as if someone were going to punch you in the abs. Just a little tap, not a max effort squeeze in those abs, but just enough engagement to maintain good posture. Keep working. Down slow and hold for 1, 2, 3. So let's work on executing form here, executing the hold in the hardest position. Here it is. Maybe we're cranking some music. Maybe you're starting to realize you got to focus on form. Maybe you're realizing you got to grab more weight. That's okay. That's for showing up on week 2, week 3. Let's hit that form. Let's hit those holds as you hit 6 to 8 reps each. Now, glute bridges, if you want to level up with me, you're going to add some type of weight. Maybe it's 10 pounds. Maybe it's 40 pounds on those hips. Either way, we're all going to hit a glute bridge together in 3, 2, 1. Notice my toes are off the ground. I'm driving through those heels, and you hold. Take a couple breaths. This is our rest. Squeeze those glutes and try not to arch the low back. 10 seconds to go. This will be our third and final round, and we'll move into our next strength block. 3, 2, time. Relax. Okay. For the next strength block, if you're with me in push-ups is max reps. MR, max reps. As many reps as you can get. However, you gotta hold the 3-second pause. Okay, you with me? Let's bring it down to the ground. Goal is 6 to 8. I don't care if you get 12. You're going to max effort. 2 Let's begin. Pull yourself down. Hold for 2, 3. Press up. Yourself down. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Hold the bottom for 1, 2, 3. Let's go on your own. Push yourself. Fight through fatigue. Give me a couple extra reps. Even if it's only 4 reps, that's fine. You're working. Hold for 3 seconds at the bottom. And as you finish up, we'll start going with RDLs. Okay, there it is. Third set. Let's get those RDLs. Maybe you stay the same weight. Maybe move up in weight. There is no max rep here. The target is 6 to 8 reps, 3-second hold. Let's go ahead with me. Slightly bend the knees. Push the hips back. Weight is touching the legs. Hold for 1, 2, 3. So we got to get really strong in this position. This will start to build a good deadlift eventually. The combo of squats yesterday, RDLs today, will start to set us up for deadlifts. That'll be future programming. Hold for 1, 2, 3. Push to get up. So notice there's a couple of speeds. On slow, I hold for 1, 2, 3, and I push explosively to get up. That's how we always want to do. Control down, hold and own. Intense, trying to be fast out of the bottom of these lifts. Even if you're not moving fast, you're trying to. That's going to recruit even more muscle. Woo! Okay, third round. Let's go ahead. We're going to skip glute bridges. We're going right to our next block. So our next block, we're going to target the hamstrings. If you have some sort of slider, you can do sliders like so. Just like our glute bridges earlier, toes are not pointed like a ballerina. They're locked in what we call dorsiflex. It's going to look like this. Heels to butt, press up, lower in 3, 2, 1. Heels to butt, press up, lower in 3, 2, 1. If you don't have sliders available for you, sometimes socks on a wood floor or even paper plates on turf or carpet can work. But otherwise, just put your feet up on a bench. We're going to hit that glute bridge, but you're going to heel, you're going to drive in so you can hit those hand. Okay, either way, we all have 30 seconds of work. Heels elevated on a bench. You can put 2 or 3 people around. The other people, there's not enough room. You're doing overhead press. So our first 2 exercises are going to be bridge, hamstring emphasis, or leg curls, hamstring emphasis, and then overhead press. If we're broken up into 2 groups, we have 3 exercises. Third and final exercise will be carries. We're going to get there. Okay, here we go. Let's all begin. 30 seconds of work for these glutes and hammies begins in 3, 2, 1. Hips up. Same thing. Squeeze those glutes. And if you're doing your leg curls, that's fine. We're all trying to hit these hamstrings. I want your legs not at 90, but a little bit past it to really target those hamstrings. And we're going to go 30-second hold here. Don't point the ankles, lock the ankles, hips up, up, up for these last 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay. If you were doing overhead press, hit those hamstrings. If you're hitting those hamstrings, join me for overhead press. Overhead press, we are going to try and target our trunk just a little bit more by doing the following. So it's going to look like this. I'm going to take a knee, and it really does not matter which knee. Weight start in front of me, and then I press them out. Same thing, similar to our bench press. They're about 45, so they're not all the way out. And the key is when you press them up, it's a weight that you can keep good posture and not lean into your back. It should look like this, because part of doing this right is building a strong core. You ready to get stronger? Let's go ahead. Weights are up at the shoulders. And like lean into the wind. Fire up those abs, press it up. We have 6 to 8 reps for overhead press. If you're doing this right, your focus is on form. Focus is on your posture. I pull it up, I bring it down slow. Okay, be aggressive into the weight. Always controlled descent in our lifts. And some aggression. So even though it's slowing down, I'm thinking about trying to explode them up. Here it is. Now you're going to grab more weight than you can press as we hit carries. So carries should be pretty heavy. We have a 20 to 25 second time here. And the key thing for these carries is that you can hold them for the full 20 to 25 seconds. I'm going to suggest you start at probably 20 pounds for my younger guys. You're going to be up to 50 pounds for my older guys. So let's go ahead. Let's begin. 20 seconds of work. Begin now. So you're walking around, forward, backwards, crazy person like me. Now, if you want to level up with your walk, for your marches, you're going to hold what we call sprinter positions. Sprinter position, heel to hip, nice and tight. Hold, you'll start to feel more feet and more hip strengthening here. So that's how you'll level up. You can always grab heavier weight. You want you to be strong and stable. Right when you strike the ground when we're sprinting, we have to be strong and stable. All right, if these 20 and 25 seconds is not challenging, guess what? We got another round. You're going up in weight. Let's go ahead, rack the weight. That is the first of 2 rounds. So that's our second strength block. We got hamstrings, bridge curls, bench or leg curls. We got overhead press. We got heavy carries. You ready for the second set? Last set, and then we'll move on to our last strength block of the day. Let's go ahead. Quick little reminder, if you're doing the sliders, it's heel to butt, press up, slowly lower in 3 seconds, heel to butt, press up. You're gonna have 30 seconds of work there. Otherwise, you're with me on the bench. Go ahead, we all go in 3, 2, 1. Hips are up. And I want the longer these knees are, the harder it is. So these knees are just slightly bent, but the hips are fired up. So check in, are the glutes working? That's pretty hard. I don't want your knees locked out. Okay, we're not here. A little bit easier. Just hit a different part of the hamstring. Maybe you go a little bit closer to the bench. Either way, we're working, hitting the hammies, the glutes for 5 more seconds. Get the hips up to the ceiling. 3, 2, 1. Here it is. We move on to overhead press. Overhead press. Grab that weight. Make sure you can own it. Posture up. We have 6 to 8 reps for our overhead press. Here it is. Let's all begin in 3, 2, 1. And you pick a knee, any knee. It really doesn't matter. You can do this all on the same knee. It's just to protect your back, target your core. 6 to 8 reps. Once again, don't lean back, slight lean forward. So if you notice, if you imagine it's windy and you're leaning into that really strong wind, you'll feel your core that much more. There it is. 6 to 8 reps. We're going to head into carry. So grab some weight, grab a heavy weight, 20 to 25 seconds of work. If you're leveling up, you're going to hit that hip lock or that figure 4 position with me. Let's go ahead. Grab that heavy weight. We begin in 3, 2, and wake up. You're walking. Almost slower is harder. And then to really level up, let's just start to challenge your grip strength and try and grow. So imagine like there's a string pulling you up from the button on your baseball cap. This is a great exercise to challenge your strength. Can't really get hurt doing carry, so you guys can push it, but you got to be smart. You can't just drop your weights. You have to slowly put them down on the ground. You don't want to break the weights. You don't want to break your toe or your training partner's toes. Keep working here for 3, 2, weights down. All right, here it is. We have 3 exercises, 2 times through our last one. So you have triceps. If you want to do some type of press, if you want to do some type of tricep exercise of your choice, I'm going to be doing a bent over kickback. It's going to be pretty lightweight, but this is your option to do any tricep exercise. Another one, classic one, is skull crushers. So you're laying on the bench, and I'm laying down, you're here. I'm going to be in this bent over position, just reinforcing that RDL. Let's go ahead. You're going to hit 10 to 12 reps of this tricep, and then we're going to go into lateral raises, and then we're going to go into an RDL position for sprint work, okay? So with me, pick a tricep exercise. It could even be a close grip diamond push-up. Target the triceps, 10 to 12 reps. Okay, relax. Once you're done there, we're going to go lateral raises, so out to your side. I like to go all the way up overhead and then down slow. Go ahead, begin with me, 10 to 12 reps. Down slow, so I have intent, and I control down. So notice we start with some big, powerful exercises. We move into some heavier strength, your RDLs, your push-ups. Later on in the week, that'll be a bench press. Then we move into these smaller muscles, right? The arms. I gotta have a strong core. I gotta have this total body strength with RDLs and push-ups before I can care about these little arms, okay? Little exercises towards the end. Next thing that we're gonna do, you're gonna find a bench, maybe you find a plyo box. It's gonna look like the following. So same thing as a double leg RDL, only now it's on one leg. So I slightly bend, if you're with me, everyone slightly bend their left knee. You're gonna reach your right leg back. Reach it back like you're trying to put a footprint on the wall. Notice my body looks like the letter P. I'm gonna snap forward into this sprinter's position. So everybody with me, find that box, find that bench, make sure it's not gonna fall over. Slightly bend your left knee, you're gonna slide the toes back, reach it back, 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 like you're trying to leave a footprint, and then push and snap forward into this sprinter's position. Let's get 6 reps each leg on your own. Takes a lot of balance. Once you're in this letter T, push and project forward into that sprinter's position. So the key is slow, right? We control down. Aggressive as you punch into that ground and drive forward for 6 reps each leg. There it is. When you're ready, switch legs. So if you're with me, bend the right knee, left toe slides on the ground, slide it back, slide it back. If you're losing balance, you can just be in this position, snap forwards. Here it is. Slightly bend the right knee, slide the toes back, back, back. Maybe you start to turn into that seesaw, find the letter P, push, and snap forward. Let's go. Find some focus on your own as you finish 6 reps. So you start to see how these shapes that we strengthen, this RDL, now we start to create some whip from the hip. These shapes start to reinforce movements that we have out there on the field, court, etc. Okay, round 1, we're back to the top, back to triceps of your choice. 10 to 12 reps. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Emblem on my chest points towards the ground if you're with me. Eyes to the ground. Back is flat. Kick it back. 10 to 12 reps. Definitely a lot lighter weight here. We started with heavier weight. Further we go, the less important the exercises become. So get really good at those push-ups, those RDLs, those big compound movements. That's how you're going to build the real strength and the real size. These are little extra auxiliary movements, extra credit, not as much focus. Here it is, 10 to 12 reps. Notice my body is not swaying, so this too is core work, right? Can I control it up? Can I keep good posture? Notice we're not going to do ab curls or anything. We're going to hold heavy weight. We're going to get strong through this good posture. Let's go ahead. We finish with these RDLs. So join me. Everyone slightly bend their left knee. And then the knee doesn't bend anymore. So once we've taken the air out of it, you slide the right leg back. Let's maybe keep the toe on the ground. Push like you're sprinting forward. Repeat. Bend the left knee. Slide the right leg back. Maybe it lifts up. Reach it back. Snap forward. Let's begin. 6 reps each leg. All right, if you're with me, 6 on the other side. Slightly bend the right knee. Left toe reaches back. Slide it back. Reach, 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 reach. Here we go. The key is to pause and into that ground. Change speed. Slow as you load. Explode. load, reach it back, explode. 6 reps. There it is. Okay, that is the end of day 2, phase 1. We are building the foundation. We're getting really confident, really strong, owning these hard positions. If you have more time, go back, hit another set of push-ups, another set of RDLs, maybe some overhead press, some heavy carries. Take a look at that sheet. You'll see how many sets you should have, how many reps you should have. And then notice you have week 1. Well, you can show back up. You can hit the same workout for week 2, for week 3. There's small changes in the sets and reps, so you can keep progressing, okay? Thanks for showing up. Keep getting better physically, mentally. See you right back here soon. If you have questions about how to read the strength cards, hit me up. I can send you a quick video, and or your other coaches there on the ground can support. All right, let's go. Get it.